We all know staying on top of things is important these days, especially with all the buzz about AI.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's talking about it now.
Right. So let's dive into ChatGPT and Bard, two of the big names.
From OpenAI and Google, respectively.
Exactly. In this deep dive, we're going to break down their core differences, the strengths, the weaknesses,
So you can figure out which one's right for you.
without getting lost in the technical weeds.
Right, we want to keep it practical.
So one of the big differences is how they access information.
Okay.
ChatGPT is working off of data that only goes up to 2024.
Uh-huh.
But Bard is connected to Google Search.
So it has all the latest info, even like today's news.
So if you need something super up to date, Bard's got you covered.
Pretty much.
Now here's where things get interesting. ChatGPT is amazing at giving structured and detailed responses.
Oh, yeah.
Like really in-depth stuff, stories, long-form content.
Interesting.
It's because it's trained on this massive data set, so it can generate really coherent text, even long pieces.
Makes sense. That's where its architecture really shines.
Exactly. Now, if you're thinking about creative writing, blogs, scripts, poems,
Who's better?
ChatGPT generally comes out on top. Bard can write, but it's more about summaries and facts.
Less about the creative flair.
Right. Now, speed. This is where Bard is usually faster.
I bet, because of Google search.
Exactly. So if you need an answer quick, Bard might be your go-to.
But. There's a but, right?
There is. Sometimes that speed means it can be a little less accurate.
You get some wrong info sometimes.
It happens. ChatGPT is a little slower, but its answers tend to be more reliable and well-structured.
So it's a trade-off, speed versus accuracy.
And it depends what you need, right?
If it's breaking news, Bard is great. But for deep dives, accuracy, that kind of thing, ChatGPT is probably better.
So who wins overall? It's tough to say.
Yeah, it really comes down to what you're looking for.
Like if you're constantly needing the latest info, maybe for research or something.
Bard might be a good choice.
But if you're more into writing, coding, or just having these in-depth conversations,
Then ChatGPT's strengths align better.
ultimately, they both have their pros and cons.
You just got to figure out your priorities.
And it makes you wonder, with both of these AIs evolving in their own ways,
How will this change how we find information in the future?
that's the big question.
It's going to be interesting to see.
We hope this deep dive helped clear some things up for you,
At least a little bit.
making complex topics accessible. That's what we're all about.
Absolutely.